There's Tatum now coming back, pushing the ball. I love the Celtics pushing the pace, even up big. Tatum in his bag.
Stop playing with them.
Just kiss him goodbye.
Stop playing with them out there.
Welcome to the Celtics Post-Game Live, presented by New England Ford Dealers and Ford Trucks. Chris Forsberg, Kendrick Perkins, Amina Smith here with you. And the Celtics put a beat down on the Phoenix Suns, 125-98. And Perk, I just want to make sure you was up for the second half, because I know you told me at halftime that you were about to fall asleep because the Celtics were just up by so much in this game.
But ain't that crazy? Ain't that crazy for the simple, like, the Suns are the number one. They have the number one record in the Western Conference. And the Celtics went into their hometown, their home turf, and made it as if they shouldn't even been on the floor with them. See, this is what I'm saying. Well, all y'all was worried. I wasn't. I kept the faith. I knew what was about to happen.
You were right. I was expecting more from the top team in the West, and Forsberg. The Celtics just proved that gap between them and the rest of the league right now is just huge.
First off, Perk nailed it. I mean, we were all sitting here nervous about traveling across the country. None of those things mattered. Here's the thing I'm worried about, guys, and I'm genuinely concerned about this. I feel like the NBA is going to convene the competition committee this week and be like, look, Celtics, you can't bring back Robert Williams. You're too good already. And I fear that they won't have my guy out there for even longer, because right now the Celtics are absolutely destroying teams when they play to their potential. And it's truly remarkable to watch. I still can't fathom that it was just 5 months ago we were watching this team. They could only go 8 deep in the playoffs against the Golden State Warriors. And now they're trotting out Luke Cornett and Sam Hauser and these lineups with just Jason Tatum in the bench and absolutely dominating teams. It's just, I've run out of words to describe it. I just want to see if it continues to Saturday night. I wish we could hit fast forward and give us a little finals rematch, because I feel like this team is just on a mission and making a statement. Or maybe I should just fast forward to June. Like, that would be even better.
Yeah, that would be even better. And then Rob Williams would be back in that lineup as well, making the Celtics team even more scary out there on the floor. Let's take a look at this first half beatdown. The Celtics, they were up by 27 points and did not look back. Out rebounding the Phoenix Suns 29-24. The assists were up there as well. And the turnovers, Chris Forsberg, were very low for the Celtics in that first half. Only 4 turnovers.
They could have had 100 and they would have won this game.
Yeah, honestly, the way that they were playing. Forsberg, how were the Celtics able to get off to such a hot start in this one?
You know, so I actually thought the starters, they were good, but then it was when they went to the Tatum and the bench lineup. So that Tatum, Brogdon, Hauser, Derek White, and Luke Cornett. And all of a sudden, like, the energy went up a little bit. It just felt like Tatum got in a rhythm, was able to kind of take over. That group had a huge eruption for like 20 points and 27 possessions, and just sort of like put this thing at arm's length. And it didn't slow down. Then Jaylen Brown comes in and Grant Williams, and just I don't know. Just everybody on this roster got a touch and had an impact. Blake Griffin, I was worried about him on 1 day's rest. He comes on, he's doing good things and putting up 9 points, 9 rebounds. It's just like everyone who touched the floor wanted to be a part of it, and the Phoenix Suns had absolutely no answer.
Well, I mean, seriously, look how easy this looked. Like, they're throwing behind-the-back passes. I mean, look, Jason Tatum
hit him with the dirt.
Just in his bag like he's trained it. Like, look, but you know what? When you go golfing together and you start to gather a different type of camaraderie outside the lines, then your love for your teammate and your respect for your teammate go through the roof. And that's what I'm watching right now. I'm watching a group of young men that's enjoying one another, that have each other back 110%, that's playing agenda-free basketball. That seemed like, to me, the only thing that is being preached throughout the locker room, the weight room, the bus rides, the plane rides is, we cannot wait to get to the postseason championship aspirations. That's what I see when I watch the Boston Celtics. That's all.
I just need the Celtics to play more golf before games. If they're going to play like this, if they're out playing golf the night before or whatever, the day before, just go ahead and do it every single game.
Can I go play golf? Because I'm all for that. Like, get me out on the course. Like, these will be the best post-games lives ever.
I mean, maybe that's the secret for this Celtics team. All right, let's send it out to Abby Chen, who's with Jaylen Brown after this win.
Jaylen, just shared a moment with Chris Paul. You told me this morning after shoot-around you were looking forward to this matchup against the basketball savant to see how much you guys have grown. What did you learn?
We just got to keep going. You know, we played a good game tonight. We got some more big games coming up on this road trip, so we celebrate tonight, but we get back to it tomorrow and focus on Golden State.
I mean, you guys led by as much as 45 against the best team in the West. What kind of statement does a win like this send?
It's just one game, so we just got to come back and take it one game at a time and get ready for the next.
I talked to your guy, Tony Dobbins, at halftime. He credited, effort and hustle for that lead. Where did you guys get that from? How did you bring that?
I think defensively, we're starting to get back to ourselves, like being able to, lock teams up, suffocate teams. And tonight that showed, that defense led to our offense, and we was able to get some good baskets going, and then we put pressure on them. So we got to keep going on the defensive side of the ball.
And then just how deep is this team? Can keep either you or Jason on the floor at all times. Then you got Malcolm Brogdon coming off, Derek White, Sam Hauser. I mean, you're unstoppable.
Yeah, we got a good team. We got to stay healthy. We can't get too big-headed. We got to stay focused. It's my job to continue to keep us level. We got games to win. So tonight was a good win, and we got to get ready for the next.
I know you didn't go golfing yesterday, but you think you might try to pick it up after the way you guys came out here tonight?
Man, yeah. I play my role. I'm not a big golfer, but I'm looking to get like a golfing coach to maybe help me out a little bit. Sam and Grant said they'll help me out. Grant's terrible. Sam's pretty good, so I'll probably go with Sam.
I did hear Grant's pretty bad. Jaylen, thank you. Congratulations.
I appreciate you, Abby. Thank you.
Eddie and Scal joining us live from down there in Phoenix. And Eddie, just like you usually say, this was a good old-fashioned molly-whopping by the Celtics against the Phoenix Suns. How did the Celtics prove that the gap between them and the Phoenix Suns is just too large to overcome?
I think they imposed their will from the tip. Not only the very first basket, Phoenix kind of debowed us for a basket, pushed us out the way. Grant Williams came right back and did the same thing. And from that point, our pace was different. Our defensive intensity was different. And it's levels to this. And we're on a whole nother level than the Phoenix Suns.
Yeah, the thing that I saw is it went in with a game plan of pushing the pace. And it didn't work out for the first 4 minutes. Like, they were getting great shots. The Suns had a little bit of a lead, and then they kept with the same pace. Next thing you know, Celtics go on that run. Chris Paul checks out of the game, and at that point, it was over for the Suns.
You know what? The energy shifted because when the game started, I started to mute YouTube because it was Chris Paul is back. I mean, look at Chris Paul setting the pace and look at him setting the tempo. And then Scal had the nerve to say, oh, Chris Paul don't even look like he had been missing games. He looked fresh. And I'm thinking to myself, it's a minute and a half into the game. And then what happened? Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum started pushing the tempo. We ain't hear from him no more. That's what I told y'all what was going to happen. I told you every single thing that was going to happen tonight, and it did. I told you Jaylen Brown was going to be that dude. He was that dude. I told y'all not to worry. This was going to be a smackdown. It was a smackdown. Everything I told y'all that was going to happen tonight happened.
Scal, I love how Perkins just gloating right now on how right he was tonight.
You need to go play the lottery if you know all this. You know everything that's going to happen. Can you give me the winning numbers, please?
I mean, when I'm right, I'm right. When I'm right, I'm right.
You were right.
And we said in the game, you were right. You picked this one.
But he had us on mute. See, that's why you need to unmute us so you can hear what we were saying. We try to give you some credit.
Hey, listening skills, Eddie. I said I started to mute y'all. I didn't mute you. I started to.
Okay, cool.
Using the volume down button and then just
he's like, I might turn it down, but you know what? I'm going to keep it up because these are my guys. Forsberg, really quickly, I mean, Chris Paul making his way back onto the court for the first time since November 7th. You could really tell there was a difference when Chris Paul was on the court with the Suns and when he wasn't.
Yeah, but it didn't matter. The Celtics were just on a different level. The Celtics were so good when they were out there. But when the second unit comes in, when they go Tatum in the bench and they just absolutely dominate. Scal, why is that lineup so successful when they have Jason with those bench guys?
Two guys that can go get a bucket, so whoever doesn't have the better defender, guys that can space, and like Luke Cornett's good. Like, I don't think people understand how good he is. Good passer, rim roller, defensively he's tough. I just really like that lineup, especially if that lineup is going against second teamers. Like, they're going to win that pretty much every night, and that's why Tatum is leading the league in plus minus.
Luke Cornett with 12 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. Also got a block and some steals in there as well. Luke Cornett all over the court tonight for the Celtics. All right. Thanks so much, guys. A look at that final score down in Phoenix, 125-98.